Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Western Big Six softball here at JFE, John F. Edwards Softball Complex. I'm Coach Pat Mitchell. Alongside of me is Coach Scott May. Shortly, we'll introduce you to a new member of the crew, Gavin Gillespie. Will be making his maiden voyage as a broadcaster on the Western Big Six Network. We're here for a Western Big Six game between the hosting Geneseo Lady Leafs and the visiting Galesburg Silver Streaks. It's early in the season, so the weather is held out. Will be one of the few games played today in the area, but we're just about ready to go. Coach May, what can you tell me? What can you tell me about the Silver Streaks?
Well, they're off to a slow start. I believe they're 0-8 to this point. Played most of their games on the road. They're 0-7 in a row. They just had the one home game, but it's a Western Big Six game, so stakes are higher.
You never know. I mean, I know 1 year when I was coaching, they came up here and bit us. We weren't ready to play, and they were, and they got us. So you just never know. This is also our maiden voyage from this vantage point. We are out in center field. Traditionally, when we're at these games, we're behind home plate, but due to some work from Bob Pettit and Steve Emerson and Joe Mickley, that we're in a new digs out here alongside cameraman Keith Kennett. I mean, it's just it's pretty incredible what they've done for this program and for this community. But with that being said, the scoreboard, we cannot see a scoreboard. We'll do the best we can when it comes to balls and strikes. We're still working on the technology to get it
fine-tuned.
To get it fine-tuned, yeah. So we'll do the best we can with lineups and stuff, and just hopefully we have like I said, we'll work our way through it. But we are with the first batter here. There is nobody out here in the top of the first. This is Talissa Thomas on the mound. Talissa is a senior. Up to bat for Galesburg is Cato. Fouls one off. As far as the count goes, I believe it's either 2-2 or 3-2. Not totally sure. We'll figure that out on the next pitch, I think. Little soft liner off the end of the bat. Caught by Avery Kennedy. If we go around the diamond at third base, third base we have Maddie Bicey. At shortstop is Olivia Van Zuden. Second base is Avery Kennedy, excuse me. And then at first base is Lynn Cotty. In the outfield, that looks like Ella Pettit in left field. Ground ball to Van Zuden at short. Over to first, 2 outs. In center field, this Addison Dykstra. And in right field is Selena Pena. Now I know Pena also pitches for the Leafs, who come in here with a 6-2 record. They've spent a week out in Arizona, thanks to a little help from the person this complex is named after. He may be watching right now, from what I'm told.
I think he's got his iPad out on the porch or probably sitting by the pool or something.
Yeah. He's probably in a lot warmer conditions. John is probably in a lot warmer conditions than we are, would be my guess. But but a very an outstanding opportunity he gave these girls to go play softball in the desert. the boys, we were down in Knoxville playing baseball over spring break. It was a little chillier there, chilly and rainy. But we survived.
And no desert down there.
No desert in Knoxville, Tennessee. The foul ball.
Well, it is early April. The weather, you can either roll the dice.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, yesterday it was snowing all day long, all day long. But I know it does. The spring, the athletic directors have their work cut out for them in the spring. I mean,
that's where they earn their money.
That's right. Most definitely. In the fall it's pretty easy. You're going to play football usually no matter what the weather. You're going to play soccer usually no matter what the weather. And the winter, depending on snow, I guess. But spring can be a mess.
Good pitch.
Ball 4. Yeah, that was. Good spot for that pitch. So McCants is the first base runner for Galesburg. She reaches on a walk. Here is the 4-hitter for Galesburg, last name of Peterson. Ball 1. 1-0 to Peterson.
She's not missing by much when she does miss.
That's Johanna Peterson, number 21, the batter. One and one the count. Got 2 outs. Oh, high fly ball into left field. Ella Pettit camps underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. So, no runs on no hits. One person left on base after a harmless 2-out walk. The Lady Leafs are coming to bat. Lady Leafs on the season, Scott, how have they been doing?
Well, they're 6-2 overall with a Big Six win against Alleman earlier this year. 1-0 at home and 1-2 away. They won 4 of the games down in Arizona, so that was a good trip for them. Right. They scored 96 runs and give up 45 for the season.
With Galesburg too, they got a chance. Geneseo's got a chance to put some runs on the board. If you go by Galesburg statistics, they're averaging giving up 13 runs a game. So, but this is one of those teams where, they're struggling. A win over the Maple Leafs would be a feather in their cap, and get them back in the early Western Big Six race. So, you don't want them to hang around.
No, you want to come on and attack.
Right.
Excuse me. The Leafs do seem to be scoring a lot of runs, so they must be, it's the trait of Bob-headed teams that they're going to hit the ball.
Right. We haven't seen a lot of the long ball. I'm told some of the home runs in Arizona were no-fence home runs. But, last year with Jalen Lambin, you could sit around and wait for her to hit a 2 or 3 run homer. But she's having a nice freshman season at Blackhawk College in Moline. It's one of the things that's entertaining for me is watching all the former girls who you coached that are still playing and they go on to play in college. But here we go.
Is Kennedy up the bat?
Leadoff batter that's correct, Avery Kennedy. Oh, speaking about not hitting anything over the fence, there you go. Oh, man, first pitch, just crushed. And it's one of those, that's kind of a no-doubter. From our angle, it looked like it was fair the whole way. You didn't have to worry about it, but, oh, yeah, that's special for Avery. Leafs lead 1-0.
It's one of those that sounded like a home run.
It did. It really did. Wow. Well, here's the whole thing with that is you got to build off that. Yeah. A lot of times a home run, it can be a rally killer, So, but we don't want that to be the rally killer today. It's too early for that. We do have Coach Jenny Johnson at third base. She's been with the program a number of years. She played her high school ball at Morton High School down by Peoria.
It looks like Maddie Mackey at first.
Yep. That was ball one to Sydney Spindle, by the way. Yeah, Maddie Mackey. With Coach Johnson, she played at Morton. Got to play in a number of state championship series. Ball two. And then she went and played at Illinois State. In her career, she was one of those slap hitters. Outfielder, slap hitter. Of course, Maddie Mackey played here. Then went to Heartland Junior College and finished her career at Northern Illinois University. So it's neat to get her back, get former players back in the program coaching. I believe it's 3-0 to Sydney Spindle. Yep, ball four. Now Sydney is the catcher. Wouldn't be surprised if we have a courtesy runner. I mean, she is a good runner herself, but this is opportunity to get more people involved. And you don't want anything fluky with her getting hurt on the base paths. So we do. We get a courtesy runner. And at this time, I can't tell who that is. Might have to wait until they get to second base, Coach.
Well, with the weather and the jackets, it makes it tough on the guys up in the booth.
Yeah. That's 0-1 to the three hitter. This is Ella Pettit. Freshman. Oh, Ella Pettit hits one to right center off the fence. The courtesy runner, McKenna Johnson, rounds second, goes to third, is safe there. Ella's held to a single.
That ball was struck well.
It was struck another one. She just went with the pitch. It was kind of on the outside half of the plate and just timed it up perfect. Ella's on first. There's still nobody out in this first inning. Leafs up 1-0.
Look, Ella's got to work on her launch angle.
Kaya Newell, the batter. Showing a little bunt. And that was just to allow Pettit to steal second base. No play on her. They made the play down to third, actually. So now the Leafs have runners on second and third with one out. 0-1 on, with nobody out. 0-1 on the batter. 1-1 to Kaya Newell. Kaya is a junior. She is the designated player today. For those of you baseball people who automatically think DH. Oh, it's another rope right up the middle. Scores one for sure. Going to be safe at the plate. RBI scores two for Kaya Newell. She moves up on the throw.
They are being aggressive at the plate.
Yeah, exactly. So the Leafs are up 3-0. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Two RBIs for Kaya. Left-handed batter up. It's Maddie Bicey. Another junior, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Bat left-handed. I am not sure if she's one of the slapper types or not. Haven't seen a game in a while. Oh, man. Nope, she's not a slapper. She's a line drive to left field. They'll hold the runner at third, and Maddie Bicey will move to second on the throw.
4 of the first 5 hitters have struck the ball well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You had the one walk in there. Everybody else hit line drives. This brings up Addison Dykstra, a senior. Hit hard to third base. See, Addison will be thrown out at first, 5-3 in your scorebook. But it does score a run, an RBI for Addison Dykstra. Makes the score 4-0. One out. Runner on third now. That runner on third is Maddie Bicey. Up to the plate is Talissa Thomas. The pitcher, today's pitcher. And she hits one hard to right center. Burns the outfielder. One hops the fence. He's working her way into second base for a double. Scores another run. Wow. Well, we said we don't want to let them hang around, Coach.
Well, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know, good teams do that to teams they're supposed to be.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Okay, the courtesy runner for Talissa, since she's the pitcher, is Remley Dwyer. I believe another freshman. So Remley Dwyer's on second base. Leafs lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the first, and there's only one out. Pena fouls one off. Guess we'll have to figure out, is that even the count at 1-1? Yeah, this is the new building out here in center field at JFE outside the Varsity Diamond is just absolutely incredible. I guarantee there's no softball team in the Quad Cities, maybe even the state, that has something like this for them to dress in, to change, to have team meetings in. Another ball. Gets by the catcher. Remley Dwyer moves up to third base.
Good base running there.
Yeah, she didn't hesitate. She did not hesitate. And that's old saying, she who hesitates is out. So once you make a decision, just go. I believe we got 3 balls on the batter. Selena Pena. Oh, another ball. Oh, another one. She did not hesitate and scores. That ball didn't get even to the fence, and with a nice break, saw it right away and scores from third. Nice base running by the freshman Remley Dwyer. And Selena Pena is now down at first base. Well, guess what, Coach? I believe this is Avery Kennedy. So the question...
No, this is...
It's not. We got one more after Pena. You're right. Olivia Van Zuyden. Sorry. Olivia, I'm looking at the on-deck batter. All right. Olivia is the 9 batter today. She is the Maple Leaf shortstop. She's a junior. Number 5.
Well, luckily I don't have the scorebook because that usually messes it up when they roll the batter.
That goes back to the age-old question. When have you batted around? 9 batters or 10? We're getting close to that 9th batter. Or we're at the 9th batter, I mean. We're getting close to that 10th batter. Only one out yet. We didn't say the pitcher for Galesburg is Taylor Adams. There's a nice pitch down the middle. That's hit hard, yes. And through the gap, through the hole between second and first. Another one. The Leafs just keep swinging the bat hard, or swing the bat well, striking the ball hard. First and second, one out. Runner on second, Selena Pena, and the runner on first is Olivia Van Zuyden. And we're back to Avery Kennedy, who started this inning off.
So now I think we batted around.
Okay, all right. She led off the game with a first pitch home run over the left field fence. Not this time. I don't know what she's waiting for.
I think the pitcher's a little more cautious with the bat than the...
Leafs lead 6-0, one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Avery Kennedy up for the second time. and struck hard. Fair ball down the left field line. It's going to be enough to score 1 run for sure. And Van Zyden moves to third. And Avery Kennedy is there at second base. I believe I don't know if we have to credit that one with a double, because it was down the line. She went a long way.
Yeah, it was definitely a double.
Right. So.
Although she was standing on second when the runner on third was halfway there.
Sure. Sydney Spindle up for her second at bat, and she hits one to left field. That's going to score 2. Spindle slides into second base, safe. See if we have the same courtesy runner, but that puts the Leafs 9 to nothing right now. Holy mackerel! Now, this isn't scoring this many runs isn't unheard of. We'll talk about here in a second. We want to make sure we get McKenna noted, being the courtesy runner at second base for Spindle. Swung on miss on the first pitch.
Is it me, or is that the first swing and miss?
I think that's the first swing and miss. I don't think it's just you. This is McKenna Johnson. Oh, there's one hit hard. Back. That's gone. I couldn't see it, but I'm pretty sure it's gone by the reaction of the teammates. Holy mackerel. Oh, we got the player down. That's what everybody... She must have ran into the fence. Number 12 for Macy McCants. Ran into the fence. And down. You might be able to hear her. That was Ella Pettit with that home run. Hopefully we're okay over here. I know that initial shock, you lose track where you're at.
Well, our advantage, we couldn't even see it. So.
No, I have no idea. No idea. We make sure we respect, out of respect. Concern for Macy down there. I know she's hurting. But I couldn't see, we couldn't see what she hit. If she hit her head, face, maybe she, looks like they're working on her right leg maybe. But I'm not going to. She's up, she's moving around.
Hey, let's give Macy a hand.
Number 12. Yep, she's moving around. She's fine. I'm sure a lot of that is just that initial shock.
You're running full speed and all of a sudden you're stopped. It's
yeah.
A jolt to your body.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I always think about football that way, that just that initial hit. If somebody gets a good lick on you. I'm glad she's okay. I mean, it's a hard enough inning for the Silver Streaks as it is. Down 11-0 with only 1 out here in the first inning. But I was alluding to earlier, though, the Leafs scored 28 runs in one of their games out in Arizona. So, I mean, this isn't unheard of. The one difference this year is it's a 15-run rule after 4.
Oh, is it?
10 after 5, and I believe that started this year. The baseball team went down to Macomb and won a game 21-1, only played 4 innings, so... Wow. So the Leafs.
Baseball has a pitch rule. Does a pitch count?
Yes.
Softball also?
Softball does not. I'm sure they feel it's not near the wear and tear on the arm as baseball. But it is interesting. I don't see anybody warming up. You just don't know. I mean, with them being the visitors, and you don't know if they have any other pitching. I could go back and look at some of their other games, but yeah, oh, here comes another one out this way. McCants is underneath it, squeezes it for out number 2. So Kaya Newell flies out to center field. brings up Maddie Bicey.
Yeah, roster doesn't have ages on Galesburg.
Right,
So it's hard to tell if they're a young group or.
right. Maddie Bicey singled her first at bat. Scored a run, one of the Leafs' 11 runs. Ball one. Yeah, I coached. Maddie's got a couple older sisters who coached. One graduated with my daughter, Bailey. Played her softball at Blackhawk College. And I believe Maddie grounds out to first base to end the first inning. So after one inning of play, let's see. I'm showing 11 runs on 9 hits. 11 runs on 9 hits. Holy mackerel. So the Leafs lead the Galesburg Silver Streaks after one, 11-0. Now I mentioned earlier we'll have a young man will be making his broadcasting debut. Gavin Gillespie is he's a 8th grader at Geneseo Middle School. Kind of excited about that. And there's another young man too he's good friends with who they have aspirations of doing something like that. Now we do have a guy that you and I both coached years ago that is actually doing some work around the country.
Yes, I know he was calling women's wrestling for the Big Ten Network.
Yeah,
he was,
Zach Mackey.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean he's out of Virginia Tech as the director of broadcasting, I believe, and so he does Virginia Tech football and basketball, and like you just said, he did Big Ten Network wrestling this year, which is really exciting to watch and hear a familiar voice.
Yeah, I was watching that meet and was not aware he was going to be on, and all of a sudden, hey, there's Zach.
Yeah, so very cool. I know Mom and Dad are really proud of him. They go and watch. I know he did a game in Columbus, Ohio, so they drove out to Columbus and got to watch him out there. He did a wrestling meet at University of Iowa, so that's it's outstanding stuff for him. So you never know. Give these young guys opportunities. You never know where they may end up. All I know is that you don't burn bridges. Hopefully they can come up with help you out if you need a ticket.
There you go.
Talissa Thomas still on the mound. 1-1 to the batter. This is Pleshko at the plate. Molly Pleshko, number 13.
Now it's important to just get another shutdown inning after an inning like that.
You got it exactly right. That's one of the things we used to preach all the time is after you score a crooked number of runs, well, anytime you score, you always want to shut down the opposition. You don't have to give any of these runs back. Swing and miss for strike 3. Talissa Thomas gets her first strikeout of the ball game.
Well, in games like this, when you want to keep interest in it, you worry about winning the inning. You don't want to, you just, let's go win this inning.
Exactly right. And that's she did exactly what you want to do there. You tell your pitcher, you throw strikes, and you tell your fielders, nothing drops. Go get everything, because if it does, you get to find out who wants the ball.
Nice change up there.
Yep, 0-1 to the batter. This batter is Fowler. Madison Fowler, number 3. Yeah, I mean, that's you get those pop-ups just behind the infield. You really work on your communication skills, but you want everybody going to get the ball. Don't let it drop. See if you can get outs. And if it happens to drop, it's not going to hurt you.
It's easy not to stay sharp, but coach's job is keeping focused.
Yep, exactly. Just off the plate. You don't want them to get goofy. I know that happens a number of times. swing and miss. Strike 2. 1-2 on this batter, I believe.
I think the Cubs might have done that last night, being up 8-3, started to coast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Man, I was working on something and I wasn't watching, and my son says, they're up 8-2. And I'm like, good. And so I'm getting ready to go up. Oh, strike, swung on a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Thomas. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Leafs lead 11-0. That's right. If you're just tuning in, that is 11-0. They scored 11 runs on 9 hits in the first inning. Gibbons, Annalisa Gibbons, be the next batter for the Leafs. But yeah, I walked upstairs, got to bed, and turned on the Marquee Network, and it's 8-8. You gotta be kidding. Off the end of the bat, dive. That's exactly the type of effort you're asking for. Lynn Cotty over there laying out, trying to catch that ball off the end of the bat. That's what you want.
It was good to see.
Mm-hmm. You betcha. Yeah, watching that Cub game last night, I mean, I think I could count the number of people in the stands that had held the camera still, but it was a 26,000 announced paid attendance.
Good pitch there.
Yep. 2 strikes on the batter. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Geneseo leads 11-0 over Galesburg.
Good spot.
Yep. You know, and if you're on the Galesburg side of this too, you really got to work to keep them motivated. I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult.
Well, they haven't had a lot of success on the field.
Yep.
They start out first inning, they're down again.
Yep. And they need to, you know, usually I do the same approach. Let's see if we can win an inning.
Mm-hmm.
Win an at bat, win an inning, you know, win a pitch, whatever it takes. And you celebrate those little wins, and hopefully they become bigger wins later on. Two and two, maybe? Hard to see the fingers of the umpire.
I almost brought binoculars.
Almost, yeah. I thought about it too, but I don't own a pair. Pop up here on the infield. Grabbed by Maddie Bicey for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 1.5, Leafs come to back for their second at bat, lead 11-0 over the Galesburg Silver Streaks. You know, I see the JV over there practicing. You know, that's always good to see. And I'm not sure if they're going to play this one and then a second one after it. I mean, but I do know the softball players all, you know, used to be. It's not like it used to be where you show up in shorts and sweatshirt and stuff. Now, the softball team, they all wear similar outfits for practice. So.
And that's a good thing. I mean, why practice and stuff you're not going to play in?
Yep, I agree. And what it does as well is you have so many girls, and then the boys too. They go play in the summer for different travel teams that aren't Geneseo related. For softball, it's the Green Extreme, and that's good because they're playing. But you want to create that team bonding, that team atmosphere. And one of the ways you do that is not allowing to all wear their different colors,
right,
if you will. Everybody's the same, and I think that's been a good move. I know wrestling does something similar. Football does, obviously, something similar. So other sports do that as well.
Well, anything you can do to build team chemistry, team cohesiveness, that's what you want.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And I know Bob Pettit has a lot of success with that over the years. No, you know, with no question. But
well, let's be honest. Bob's seen it all.
yeah, we won't mention age here. We'll just say career. Yeah. No, I mean, having coached with him for so many years, I just flabbergasted, just amazed with the passion that he's had over the years, and now he's able to keep that passion. First batter for the Leafs That looks to be Addison Dykstra. And Addison singles in the left field. Singles in the left field. Rounds first base hard. Notices the throw from the left fielder gets by the second baseman. She moves to third. And by the time that ball was fielded out there behind first base, Addison had just kept on running and scored on the infamous Little League home run. So a single and 3 bases worth of errors. Actually, just really the one error. And then I've known this for years, the speed of Addison. These freshmen, these seniors were freshmen my last year as the head coach here. So I know that group as softball players, and she's been fast for a long time.
I was just going to comment how the first inning they scored 11 runs, but it wasn't, there was 2 walks and an error, but it wasn't like circus ball out there.
No, it wasn't.
They just pounded the ball basically, and then before I could get out of my mouth, we have little circus action.
Yeah, exactly. That was Talissa Thomas hitting a fly ball out here to the center fielder for Galesburg, Mason McCants, for the first out. Geneseo leads 12-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Brings up Selena Pena.
And it looks like they're sticking with number 4 there. Taylor Adams.
Yep, and once again, we've got good view of the bullpen, and nobody's down there.
And there wasn't any between innings either.
Sometimes somebody's on the field, and in between innings they'll come over and get a few throws in case they've got to make a change. I know Mike Kernan, a pitching coach for Geneseo, he always used to warm up 2 pitchers just in case. Oh, there's one hit hard coming right at us and gone. Gone off. I hope you got that one, Mr. Kennett.
Keith, you can come out from underneath the desk now.
That's right. Yeah. As Harry used to tell Steve, come out from underneath the table. I'll protect you. We almost got it, didn't we?
Almost.
Golly, that was just right below where I'm standing. But I guess we should celebrate the home run, right?
That was a shot.
Is that Selena?
Pena?
Selena Pena?
Yeah.
Yep, that was a shot. Love that little thwack sound off the. Yes, Selena. Yep, love that thwack sound off the side of this new building.
That was the exact kind of line drive we were talking about before the game, Keith.
This is Olivia Van Zuyden. Oh, and she hits one hard the opposite way, and that is back-to-back home runs for the Leafs. Okay, if I remember right, just before the first batter, I was saying, they really haven't hit the over-the-fence home runs, this year as far as power, and I guess I spoke too soon. Holy shnikes. Olivia joins the home run parade.
Yeah, but my count, that's the 4th one.
That's 4. That is 4. I agree. Now, I will say, I believe it was the last game they hit quite a few too. I'll have to go back and look at that. I'll do that shortly. But yeah, so Van Zuyden with her second hit of the game. This one a hard hit. I love the power of the opposite field.
No, I can't see a flag. Is that they getting much wind help, or because they're striking the ball hard?
Well, if the wind's blowing in, it's kind of like the Wrigley scoreboard where this building's blocking any type of wind. But no, I think the wind's blowing at us. So yeah, they might be getting a little bit of help. I can't see the flag from where I'm at, but still, these are shots. I wouldn't call them wind-aided. But there is some physics to that, though, with this new building that we haven't seen here. That might have some effect on the wind, but at this point, we don't care. Another rope. Just foul. This is Avery Kennedy. Leafs lead 14-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Avery Kennedy at bat.
3rd trip, and she's hit the ball hard twice.
Yep. Yes. Okay, I'm just checking out my. Okay, so the Leafs hit 4 home runs in their last game against Rock Falls. Yep. Home runs were hit by Kennedy, Pettit, Newell, and Bicey. So I guess maybe they're coming into their own. They're hitting the ball. I'm glad they're proving me wrong. So it's back-to-back games with 4 home runs.
Well, the one good thing about the Arizona trip is how many reps they got.
Yeah, oh, big time.
I mean,
It's huge.
especially early in the season, the more reps you get, more game reps you get, it's really beneficial.
Okay, so Kennedy walks. She's on first with 1 out. Spindle at the plate.
You know, that was the third walk, but she's, Adams has been around the plate most of the game, and to her detriment.
Right. Safe at second. Ball into the dirt. Runner on second with 1 out. Once again, this is Sydney. Keep calling her Cindy. Sydney Spindle. Spindle rips one. Holy mackerel. And left fielder knocks it down. And Kennedy will be safe at the plate. Spindle moves up to second base on the throw. So Spindle is now 2 for 2 after a leadoff walk a walk in the first inning.
I tell you what, she attacked that pitch. I mean, you could just see it. When she let go of the ball, she was all over it.
Right. Well, McKenna Johnson, pinch running again for Spindle. Wonder if she thought she was going to pinch run or courtesy run 3 times in the first 2 innings. You know?
Yeah, that's the 3rd time through the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like the approach of being aggressive on this pitcher. You have to. Ooh, that one's a little high. Who went after, popped it up. Caught by the first baseman in foul territory. Ella Pettit pops up, fouls out for the 2nd out of the inning. Johnson has to stay at second. Brings up Kaya Newell. Kaya Newell pops up behind first base. Second baseman underneath it. And squeezes it for out number 3. So 4 runs that inning on a couple more home runs. And Leafs lead after 2 innings, 15-0. And I think this would be a good time to thank our sponsors. This TV50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Inagata DeVita Music, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Eric Henderson of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandermoor Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Borac Pharmacy, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast. Well, at this time, I'm going to turn over the microphone to Gavin Gillespie. Hopefully he'll enjoy this experience, and we'll come back and do it again at some point. But
no pressure. You just got to get 15 runs.
Coach May, you're going to, yeah, exactly. Coach May, you're going to have to carry the young guy for a couple innings.
We'll do our best.
Buddy, my name is Gavin Gillespie, and I'm going to announce the rest of the game. Thank you. for this opportunity, Mr. Mitchell. I call him Mr. Mitchell. He's my history teacher.
He's been called worse.
Leafs are up 15-0 here. Here comes Palesko, I think that's how we pronounce their name. It's been a good game for Geneseo so far.
I don't know if Bob made some changes or.
Looks like we might have a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, shortstop's new.
New shortstop, number 10.
Oh. Okay, I can't pronounce that, but I'll give it a shot. Kaiten Malzewski. Now at shortstop. Dwyer, Remis Dwyer in center field now, number 20.
Number 20, the Renly Dwyer.
Remley Dwyer will take over center field, it looks like. And then number 10, Kaiten Malzewski will take over shortstop. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt, she bunts it foul.
Looks like you got a new first baseman as well.
New first baseman, Reagan Bope, she took over. She took over for Lynn Caddy. Swing and a miss.
That's another good thing about these kind of games. Some girls, they give a tight conference game for sure. You're not going to do a lot of subbing, but, you used to tell kids to get that lead so these guys who worked as hard as you practice get their opportunities also.
Yeah. There's a ball outside. 15-0. I mean, the bats have been on fire today, and it's just nice to see, and as you said, nice to get some new people in here. There's a ball outside, 2-2.
Well, if there's any trait of Bob Pettit teams, it's aggressive at the plate, and it's
Absolutely.
probably the most important thing I ever learned from Coach Pettit was the aggressiveness at the plate.
Well, Coach Pettit, I'm actually related to him. He is my...
You're the one.
He's my dad's uncle, so I guess that makes him my great uncle. There's strike 3 on the inside corner. I believe that's her third strikeout of the game. Yep, looks like it.
Yep. Brings up the 9-hitter.
Fouled off. Cold one today in Geneseo.
Colder in the Galesburg.
It's a couple degrees warmer in Geneseo's dugout and a little bit colder in the Galesburg dugout. That's correct, Coach Mitchell. But it's the same temperature in the bleachers for the parents.
Yeah. I always feel bad when I'm playing. I just look up and my mom's just covered in a blanket with like 2 coats on in the rain.
Yeah,
It's fouled off.
they're loving every minute of it, though.
Yeah. And luckily, we're not having any rain or snow right now. No, it snowed all day yesterday.
And Tuesday night, it was covered the ground pretty good.
Ball outside.
I'm betting Galesburg wasn't exactly sure they were playing tonight when they showed up to school, but
Yeah. I was actually supposed to have a scrimmage tonight. That got canceled. That one's driven foul, just foul. I was gonna have a scrimmage tonight. That got canceled, so I thought, well, I'll take up Mr. Mitchell's offer. I'll come over here.
Well, you must not have had Dobbs work on your field.
2-2 the count. 1 out in the inning.
Well, 15-0 lead. She'd still be aggressive pitching.
Ball outside. Absolutely. I always love, when I'm pitching, and I think any pitcher just loves this, whenever you just get a lead and you can just go out there and not have to worry, just go and pitch. Always feels good. That one is foul ball.
Although it looks like there's some standing water in the outfield. A couple splashes on our way over to get that one. It really is remarkable, though, as much moisture as we've had the last week, 2 weeks, that they're able to get these games in.
Absolutely. It's a great job by our people who get these fields ready for us to play. Payoff pitch. That's low for ball 4. That's Thomas's second walk of the day. She has not given up a hit.
Oh, you jinxed her.
Uh-oh.
You jinxed her.
Well, knock on wood. Showing bunt,
Got
throw it
her.
back to
She's
first.
out. Nice
They
throw.
got her.
Nice execution.
That's a nice throw. Got her off the base.
Avery Kennedy snuck behind her, and she saw the
Threw her
first
out.
baseman charging, and she thought she was free, and boom.
That sets up baseball, or softball right there.
Well, it sets up baseball too, but it's good playing softball. Actually, caught stealing. Second out.
I think the count is 1-0. Ground ball. Nice play. Throw to first.
Ah,
Beat her out.
nice play by the shortstop.
Yeah, great backhand play. And then throw right on the money.
Malzuski. I deliver her mail, but I can't pronounce her name.
Geneseo Junior Leafs, that's what I play for. The Lady Leafs are up 15-0. It has been a great day for the bats, and I guess also for the pitching. And I believe, if I heard Pat correctly, there's a 15-run rule.
Yeah, after 4 innings now, it's news to me. I think it's good and bad. You know, sometimes, you know, you don't want teams just. It's time to get out of here when it's you got a winner, but you're still taking reps away from kids by getting the innings done earlier.
Yeah. Depends on the situation, because if you're Geneseo and you're just hitting a lot today and having a great day, you kind of want to maybe stay here and play some more. But if you're Galesburg and it's kind of cold and it's just a tough game, maybe you're thinking, well, we'll try. We should
Let's
just
get
get
on
out
the
of
bus.
this game. Yeah. Get out of this game and try again next time. Batter now is, I believe, Kennedy.
No, it's this might be Malzuski. The one disadvantage about our new digs out here is kind of far away from the numbers on jerseys. Nice
And
pick by the first baseman.
stayed on the bag. That's an out. Nice pick there.
Yeah.
Hard ground ball. Ball one low.
Well, this is Bicey.
There's another ball.
At least it's Bicey's spot in the order. Could be somebody else, but
Grounded. Backwards foul.
Galesburg pitcher is still, I mean, she's around the zone. I mean, now she's getting ground balls instead of, she's lowered in the strike zone and they're hitting ground balls. So hopefully she can learn from that and take that forward for him as the season goes.
Absolutely. I mean, Geneseo's been putting it in play a lot today, and they've been hitting it in the air a lot today. 4 home runs today.
You know, there's such a thing as being wild in the strike zone and get the ball up in the strike zone, and good teams will make you pay.
Absolutely. There's ball 4. That'll put a runner on. There's a swing and a miss. Pitch on the outside half.
That might have been Adams' fastest pitch of the night.
There's another swing and a miss. Pitch was about the same spot. Runner on first for Geneseo. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Apologize.
Ball low. Taken off, throw to second. She's in there.
Apologize for these new batters, but as far as the way we are, we can't really see numbers. I know this is a new batter.
Yeah, we apologize. We'll try to figure out who they are as that one's fouled back. Well, this is a really nice building they built out here in center field.
Keith likes the no net look through the screen.
Ball low. Takes off again. She'll get to third.
Reagan Bopes at third base there running.
Potentially. That one is caught by the shortstop. She had to reach almost over her head to get that one. That one was dropping fast.
And there was no number on the back of that sweatshirt, so
we're not sure who got out, but that is out number 2. Line drive, that ball is fair, and down the line. It gets past the left fielder, that scores a run. She rounds first, heads to second. She'll take a look at third, she'll stay at second. And that's an RBI double, and that'll make it 16-0.
Selena Pena with the double there.
Everyone's having a good day, but that was a good rip by Pena.
2 for 2 with the walk. It's a good night.
One and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Just high. Runner on second for Geneseo. They lead 16-0. There are 2 outs in the inning. There's a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Ball low in the dirt. 3-1.
And Geneseo's next game is Friday night against UT, a conference game, back-to-back conference games.
Ball 4 inside. Runners at first and second now. And do we know who's coming up?
Avery Kennedy.
All right.
Avery's been on base 3 times already tonight. Lit up the game with the home run.
First pitch swinging. Again, first pitch swinging. That one's into left center field. That'll score 1. Bobbled out there. Throw to second. She's in there safe. That scores 2. 2 RBIs on the single by Kennedy. And that will make it 18-0. And that will bring Spindle to the plate. High and inside for ball 1.
Spindle's been on base 3 times today. A hit, walk, and an error.
We'll see if she can make that 4. High fly ball near the line.
Dropping.
It drops.
Oh, fair ball.
Fair ball. So that scores a run. That's a double. And the Leafs lead by 19 now. And that's her 4th time on base, and that'll bring up Ella Pettit. We'll bring in a runner for Spindle. Ella has homered today. Fly ball foul near the bullpen.
A lot of good stat liners on these girls tonight. That's where they've been hitting.
Absolutely.
Ella's 2 for 3 with a dinger.
Almost had one in the first. She said, I'll go one better, I'll get one next at bat. It's a wild pitch, and the runner advances to third. One and 1 the count. 2 outs, we're in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Ball high.
And it's easy to develop bad habits in games like this, so that's a good take there.
Absolutely. 2-1. Up high, and it's 3-1.
Adam's starting to fatigue, it looks like, a little bit on the mound. He's throwing a lot of pitches in 3 innings.
Ella, it's that one to right. That ball is foul. Ball skips away, and she is safe at home. That's a walk for Pettit and an RBI on the wild pitch. And the Lady Leafs lead by 20. Newell will come to the plate. Pettit standing on first. First pitch to her. That one is lined out to right center. That ball is down. Pettit rounding second, going to third. She's being waved in. Throw home, not in time. Newell will take second. That's an RBI double by Newell that scores Pettit, and it is 21-0.
Looks like I knew better.
Lined fair down the right field line. That'll score a run. That's Newell scoring, and that's going to be a triple. They'll hold her at third. Try to run her back to the bag. That's number 19, and it just hit that. There's a ball inside, and that'll score a run. There's another run scored. It's 23-0 Leafs. Here in the bottom of the third. Well, Galesburg got 2 quick outs, but the Leafs were fighting. I believe they've scored 7 runs this inning.
Oh, with 2 outs.
That's some great hitting right there. You don't want to go up and think, oh, I might be the last out of the inning. You want to think, no, I'm going to extend the inning.
And several hits with the girls that came in off the bench, so that's a good sign, too.
Absolutely. 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That's ball 4. She'll take her base. That ball is caught.
Nice play
That
by
was a
first.
great catch.
Nice play by the first baseman.
That was a great catch there by their second baseman. Behind the back catch. So that will end the third inning. The Leafs lead 23-0. They have 18 hits this game.
It's clouding up pretty good out there. Kind of surprised Bob had flipped on the lights. Do we know if the sophomores are playing? You know what? I doubt if it warms up for the second game, so. Got a new pitcher in there for Geneseo.
I think I saw his number 4. And going off my sheet, that looks like Taylor Adams.
No, that's Galesburg.
Oh, that's Galesburg.
It's,
Although that is Kendall Wassenhove. And she'll throw strike 1. Well, we're in the 4th inning. Geneseo leading by 23. As that one's lined out to center. Ooh. Nice leaping attempt. Throw into second, and she is in there. That's Galesburg's first hit of the night, a double.
Yeah. But the ball was well struck. I mean, she earned that hit, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that was a great attempt for a leaping grab in center.
Yeah. Renly Dwyer almost pulled that one down.
So Galesburg has their first runner in scoring position, I believe.
I've enjoyed several of the walk-up songs from the girls out here. Some old school songs. Gavin, what's yours?
We don't have walk-up songs on my team. I kind of wish we did, but at the same time, I feel like I'd kind of be distracted by that. I would spend probably hours trying to choose. There's a ball high.
There's all kinds of Taylor Swift songs that probably would work for you, Gavin.
That'd be my mom's. Strike on the outside corner.
Well, my son did. When he played, I think it was Joe Mauer that was his favorite player, and I think Black Betty was his walk-up song because that was his. So you go find out who your favorite player is, and find out what his walk-up song is.
I think I have my, so I'm a Cardinals fan.
I'm sorry. I knew that from your grandpa.
That ball gets away. That's a walk, and there's runners at the corners. But I'm a Cardinals fan, and my favorite player is Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest disappointments when the Cardinals got Arenado and Goldschmidt, because I liked both of them.
I always say, when people ask me, well, who's your favorite player not on the Cardinals? I always say, well, it was Arenado. Then he got traded, and I never really liked him as much. Because now I like him better, because now he's on my favorite team.
I lost track of the outs.
Looks like there are no outs. 1 strike on that foul ball.
Runners on the corner.
Galesburg looking to put their first run on the board. The pitch is high.
Got her.
Throw to second. They got her. That's a caught stealing. It looked like she got too far off the bag. And the Leafs did a great job. They thought she was going, and then the runner got a little caught up.
I think there was a play supposed to be on, and I don't think the girl in third.
Popped up. Catch made by the third baseman. 2 outs.
Well, with the new rule, this will be game. Next out. Now, that card stealing, she stopped halfway between first and second and drawing a throw, trying to score the run, and she drew the throw, but the girl in third didn't go.
So just a runner on third now for Galesburg, and they're down to their final out. There's strike 1 on the corner.
Yes. Kennedy's a freshman, it looks like. She throws.
Ground ball, foul. And the Leafs are 1 strike away.
Yeah, I might want to play in front of that water puddle so you're not.
The 0-2 pitch.
Ooh. Nice
Is
location.
Good location. Swing and a miss.
And that would be the ball
And
game.
that is the ball game. $23-0. We believe that's the final.
Yeah. An offensive explosion by the Leafs and some very good pitching also. I think.
Absolutely. Lady Leafs will improve to 7-2 after great offensive and pitching performance. And this is a good time to mention our sponsors. This TV50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Inagata de Vida Music, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Eric Henderson of County Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Eamon Henry Hospital, Vork Pharmacy, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Brian Gurnant of Gurnant Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast. And well, I'm Gavin Gillespie. That was my debut.
You did a good job, Gabe.
Thank you.
I just keep wiffle balls out of my yard.
This is John, Scott May, and this is Kenny.
Keith Kennett.
Keith Kenny.
He's an institution.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, well, that's a 23-0 victory for Geneseo. They are 7-2 now, and that's your ball game. Thank you.